Hello friends, today I am going to get the second service done of my Honda CB300F. Let me switch on the display so that I can show you the number of kilometers done on the odometer. As you can see, the service indicator is blinking and I have done around 5,518 kilometers. So now I'll be leaving for Ahmedabad Big Wing showroom. Let's go there. Since recording is not allowed there, so I won't be able to show you the pics inside the service center, but I can clearly share my experiences with you. So the second service costed me around 2000 rupees. In that I have purchased chain lube, which is around 500 rupees. So other than that, the engine oil change cost, they are using the fully synthetic engine oil, which costed me around 13 to 1400 rupee. So overall my experience with this bike is quite good, considering the discount of 50,000 which I have got while purchasing this bike. So my reviews will be based on the discount, whatever points I'll be telling. This bike is really good for a day-to-day commute, and if your commute is basically in the city limits and you want a better bike which is having slight more power than your previous bike, let us say if you are riding a bike which is having a power of around 20 bhp or somewhat close to it, then you can consider it as a upgrade, since the price you are getting is at 2 lakh or 2 lakhs on road. But if you are coming from a bike that is having around 23-24 PS of power, and then you want to switch on to this bike, then I will not recommend you, because the power figure is more or less the same. And considering that this bike is mainly focused upon city rides, if you are willing to switch on to a higher power figure, then this bike is not recommended for you. But if you are coming from a bike which is not having that much of power, and if you are switching on to this bike, so this bike I can recommend you. There are some cons, which is not a major one, which you cannot tell it as a deal breaker. The first con which I would like to mention is the pricing. Considering that if the Honda revises the pricing to its previous price of ex-showroom 2,29,000, then this bike is certainly quite priced high. So going for a bike which this much power figures by paying this much of price is surely not recommended. The second con which I would like to mention is that the wind blast. If you're riding this bike on a highway, this means it is a completely street fighter and bike. There is no front visor, so the wind blast will be quite high. So while riding at higher speeds, you will get more fatigue because of the wind blast. Third con that I would like to mention is the foot pegs are quite raised. So if your height is more than 5'10", 5'11", so you might feel that your knees are getting crunched in, and you may feel that lack of space for your knees. So through that you may feel slightly uncomfortable on longer journeys. Other than that, fourth cons that I would like to mention, that the seat is on the harder side. After applying the seat cover from the company, I feel it to get better, but still the seat is on the harder side. Apart from that, any other cons I did not find up till now. If I find it, I will surely like to mention it. Now coming to the pros, this bike is having plenty of good amount of torque. So while riding this bike at lower RPM, just like if you're riding this bike in 5th gear and the speed limit range could be anywhere between 45 to 50, you can easily ride it. There will be no knocking sound, and the bike will easily pull up to 100 kilometers per hour from 40 kilometers per hour from in the speed in the 5th gear. So the torque output is very good. The pickup range in the 5th gear is very good. From 50-60 km per hour, this bike pulls instantaneously in the 5th gear, and you can certainly reach up to 110 km per hour. So the acceleration is very good in the 5th gear, although you cannot compare it with other 300cc bikes, but yes, it is not that bad also. You may get the sudden twist of torque feel. And the third pros that I like to mention is the radial tires. The radial tires offers a very good uh, very good grip. You can easily flicker it around the corners and you will not get underconfident. This the tires are very sticky and you will feel more confident while going around the corners. And the braking system is also very good. Initially you will feel that this braking is not giving that bite, but slowly and gradually when you ride this bike for more number of kilometers, you will realize that the braking is very good. You will never be getting the sudden jerk while applying the brakes, but if you look onto the speedometer, your bike will be completely under control. So the braking, the Nissan calipers are doing its job well. If you have any questions, you can give in the comments below. Thank you.